Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, April 30th, 2019. Ether. Is Ether ready to run? We're going to be taking a quick look at it. And also VeKey. What is VeKey? VeKey out of Vechain. We'll be taking a look at that as well. But first off, please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So let's go take a look at VeKey real quick. That's a really cool thing. Here's a picture of it. It's a little like hardware wallet type of thing. But what it does is it's there to store the keys so we don't run in to what happened with Quadriga. Yeah, remember that? Where he was the CEO was the only one that had the keys, right? He's the only one that had a password to the keys, and so much for all those coins, right? A bunch of dollars gone. And anyway, what something like that is called is a single point of failure, which they're putting down here as an SPOF, okay? Single point of failure. Yeah, so the Vechain VeKey based threshold signature turnkey solution is the solution to eliminate the risk of single point of failure with off-chain multi-signatures. So what you do is you let's say you have a company and then you have purchase orders, okay? And a purchase order is where you want to be able to purchase something. And well, no. Since we're in crypto, let's talk about crypto. Okay, this Quadriga guy, okay? Let's say if all of a sudden his wife and his buddy and his cousin and his mailman each had one of these keys, okay? They could say one of these VeKeys, excuse me, and they could say, well, you need 3 out of the 4 keys or whatever to have a valid approval. And notice this little circle thing right here. That is for thumbprint identification, okay? So yeah, you're going to need to have like your thumbprint on there, and I'll notice that, and these get verified, and they'll talk to each other and release basically the keys if all the keys add up. It's a cool idea. It kind of reminds me of like the movies you see of like the guys down in the missile silos, and they each have a key and they have to turn it at the same time. Well, it's kind of like this. These are kind of like that. No missile silos though. Sorry guys, not that fun. It's not going to the moon like that. Different ways though. But what this is great for is what it has is double authentication. So you have biometric stuff. We're starting to see a lot of that. So that's fingerprint and a PIN, a little number that you type in, right? We're all familiar with that. Software-based security mechanisms, back-end verification, hardware secure element, lots of good stuff. Here's a really cool thing. It uses the GG. Let me get some coffee here real quick. Much better. It uses the CG4Q series chips, which is developed by Vechain Microelectronics. And you can check those out. There's their ticker number, okay? Big company here, as you can see, and so it's sitting inside there. Yeah, they actually displayed this, brought it to light in the summit that they had on the 18th in San Francisco. They had a talk on this, but I really haven't seen anybody talk about it. But this is like a really cool thing, and this has a lot of business use cases where things need to be approved like that by multiple people. They have like approval processes and stuff like that, and so it needs multiple signatures to sign off before something is allowed to be released, okay? And that could be tied into a smart contract and stuff like that. Oh, imagine that. Really cool stuff. Go ahead and read this. This is a pretty long article. I'm not going to get into all of it. They give a little bit of examples and stuff like this, but this is cool. Don't forget, I think down here it said that this is like the let's see what it says. Okay, yeah. Vechain has just launched its solution that satisfies enterprises' demands of internal risk control. There you go. while also reducing the possibility of single point of failure. VeKey based threshold signature turnkey solution. Isn't that awesome? And yeah, let me make sure I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming. Okay, great. Okay, so that's the Vechain VeKey. Really cool. Think of the applications that could have in the future. Way cool. Also keep in mind that DNVGL is working on a hardware wallet. Gee, you think it could look something a little bit like that? Maybe, perhaps. Credit card size hardware wallet. And if it's from DNVGL, i.e. Vechain, it's definitely going to be certified, which is a very important thing. Companies like to work with like certified things, you know, ISO, all that good stuff. Okay, so that is Vechain. Vechain's VeKey. Take a look at it. The link is below. Let me kill this. So back to ETH. What is ETH doing? Ethereum. That's right. Let's go take a look at this. Okay, so this is on the 30-minute. Let's take it out to a day. And yeah, I have, that really didn't help too much. Okay, there, I guess. There you go. That's not too bad. You can read through that mess. Anyway, as you can see, I have this marked up quite a bit with all these PS, SCs, STs, all that AR stuff. That's YCoff. I have these I have these target boxes and all that stuff, and I have a whole bunch of different styles in the way that I do things anyway, which is really cool. Notice that over the long term here, this is since, let me get rid of that. Okay, so this is way back here in December 15th. Yeah, everybody's been doing just great and dandy since then, right? A lot better than it was before. Okay, so it comes back up. We had this short rest, this like short rest right here, and it's been coming down, and people have been stressing about Ethereum coming down. It's coming down. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Well, I'll show you. Check out my previous video on where I said Ethereum hit the spring was hit. Okay, so check that one out. But here, let's go to the 30-minute. We're going to check it out, see what's going on. Okay, so there it is. You guys got the idea. Had this big drop down here. We have this little trading range going on. And what's happening right here is that we've had a change in character. At this point right around here where this big downward trend is, what they're looking to do is they're looking to shake people out, to scare them out of the market, that type of thing. And they are buying. They are buying. So this is they're accumulating coins all throughout this area. They're accumulating the coins, which means they want them, which is good, because when I mean they, I mean the composite operator. You can think of it as the guys in a smoke-filled room in the back of a bar where they have to climb down a ladder into a basement, and that's where all their secret trades come from. Whatever. But yeah, the composite operator, composite man, that type of stuff. The ones who can make these type of wicks happen. Okay, these types of bars happen. So anyway, just showing it here on the bars, we've had a change in character right around here, and it starts trending upwards. Right, we have our upper bounds. We've had a an overthrow here where it got thrown over this upper trend line here, and it bounced back down, which is kind of cool. And we'll see if it comes back down to this line right here, this lower support upward trend line. And yeah, but the thing is that I'm looking at the volumes here. So we have a nice, pretty good sized green volume. You see that? Nice green volume. And we also have some nice medium sized green volumes, which is really nice. One thing to also note is look at the size of this volume here, of that volume compared to that height. You see that? Well, it's actually way up here. Sorry. You see that? You see how far it went, and it had little effort. Okay? Hardly any effort to create such a large result. That is a very cool thing. That's one of the things you look for, because that means that supply is gone. Okay, supply is basically gone. It takes little effort to create larger results. Also notice here that we have a declining variability here. It's not quite as chaotic. There's not quite as large spreads. It's calmed down quite a bit. We have a really small, almost doji candle right here, which is cool, and it's on a green. That's a very good sign, with one more downward test that I think it's going to be. And so this is, I don't know, to clear out some stuff. But what I think we're looking at is when we have low volatility, things usually start to happen, and that's what we have. We have very little interest here as far as sellers go. So sellers aren't interested in selling at this level. They were not interested in selling at this previous level here. They're just not selling. They all sold here when they got freaked out. They got freaked out, okay? They got freaked out there, or they got worn out. So they got freaked out here, and they've been worn out. Okay, you freak them out and then you wear them out. That's what you do. Let me go here to the day. So they've been worn out, basically, this whole period here. Worn out, wear them out, freak them out from the big drop. This is all like a single campaign type of thing. So they wear them out and they freak them out. And it's been going up right here. Looking for more sellers, picking up some more coins is what they're doing actually here. I think this is a type of reaccumulation, but they're picking up more coins. And looking at it from this way, we have like a downward trend here. If we do it like that, oh, lo and behold, yeah, we have a change in character. Whoa. And that's why I said it's like a spring. So things, in my opinion, are looking on the up for Ethereum. Yeah, so tell me what you guys think. Do you still like Ethereum? Also note the nice declining volume here. Real nice declining volume. That's important to see. Okay, and people aren't familiar with that will say, oh man, that's crazy. You don't want declining volume or anything like that. Declining volume means it's going to shoot down. It's like au contraire. Anyway, so that is it, and let's take another way of looking at this, okay? And let's go over to ETH, USD, and I think it's on Bittrex is where I put it. Yeah, okay, and if we go here, if we have it on the day, we go down here to the point and figure. Oh, isn't that interesting? And what I did is I drew some previous support lines based on the bars. That's where these red and white lines came from, okay? And so we can just look at the point, the PNF of what's going on. And the way this is drawn is that it's once there's 3 consecutive like higher prices, it creates a different column, okay? So you can think of these as being, it was going up and then it went down. It was going up and then it went down. Okay. PNF, point and figure chart, lots of good stuff. I'm not going to cover in this video. It takes too long. But anyway, notice that the trend is going up. And there, that's a little bit better to see. Let me go ahead and there. Let me scroll that bad boy up. Okay. And as you can see, we have X's and O's. You know, red and green. Hey, there you go. Imagine that. Yeah, so these are like prices here to the right. So yeah, they're going up. I mean, things are looking good. You can tell right here where this box is that, yeah, something has changed. What has changed? Right after this absolutely huge spike in volume, right? What changed there? What changed? And then it started going up in price. That means a lot of people sold. A lot of those coins went into the possession of the CO, the composite operator, and they're not selling. They're not selling. So they are, what happens when they buy and hold on to them? That's a process that they call absorption. They are absorbing these coins like a sponge. And when that happens, well, you have a decrease in supply with relatively same demand. That makes price go up, right? Good old supply and demand. And so this is like kind of an easy way to, well, not really an easy way, but a different way to check out what is going on with the market. And this is called the point and figure. There might be some stuff on the on YouTube about it. I'm preparing a video on it. It takes like a video or two to cover. I mean, it's fairly, yeah. I'll just leave it like that, okay? But anyway, you can see right here if you want to chart this bad boy. It went down, right? And then all of a sudden it had to change a character, and now it's going up. Huge stopping volume there is what we would call that. That is stopping volume, where it was big enough, it stopped, they picked up coins, and then afterwards they still purchased coins. That's the green candle right there on the medium volume. So it came down, they were buying, still buying, shooting up green. Okay, let's stop a little bit, you know, buy. They're buying, man. That's how I interpret it anyway. Put your thoughts down. What do you think's happening with Ether? I think that it's I think things are starting to look up for Ether. It's had a pretty rough time, hasn't it? Yeah, pretty rough time. Poor little Ether. Anyway, that's about it, guys. So just keeping this one fairly short. Go ahead and like, subscribe, get notified, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm just gonna say hi to some people in the chat and then take off. Hey, Akpos, ATGBI Dash and BCH, which is my choice for higher returns. I have no idea. I haven't looked at them. I like VeChain. Okay. I like VeChain. Check out VeChain. Oh, and then people, okay, so Big Crab Rob says Ethereum isn't going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, that's right, it could. It's a possibility. I think that it is going someplace. Is it going to be way up here to 1100, 1200 and stuff like that? No, I don't think so, because we have this little thing called the SEC that kind of got in the way of ICOs, right? So I don't think we're going to see a big major increase for Ethereum anytime soon, but I mean, it could happen, right? But I doubt it. But I do think things are looking up for Ethereum. Finally, it's been a pretty rough time for ETH. I mean, to say the least, pretty rough time. And yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, I think it's just starting to go someplace. It broke out, did a test up here. This is actually a sign of strength. It's coming down here. And then I think this is like the turning candle right here. Then it's going to start going up. So we'll see. Don't know. It's just a calculated guess, right? Oops. Oh yeah, no one says, what do I make of Elon Musk and Vitalik Twitter conversation? I think that, let's put it this way, interesting timing. Okay? This stuff started happening before that conversation, right? We had a change in character here. This started happening before. I had my video where I said Ether hit the spring. Okay? That was before that. It's interesting to where they can get that lined up, and somehow magically we start hearing people talk about it having good news. Okay, because a lot of people don't think that the people buying this are creating the actual trends. They want to mask that with some type of good news. So we call them the manipulators. That's what people are trying to call the composite operators, are manipulators. Are they manipulators? Absolutely. They've been around for well over 100 years. They were studied by Wyckoff. They were like the J.P. Morgans of the time. Not the bank, but the actual guy, okay? Rockefeller, okay? People like that had this money to actually push it up. Large organizations with interests, groups of people that worked in tandem. This is the Wild West. But anyway, let's just put it that way. Very, very interesting timing of the news, and I do not think that timing was a mistake. That answers that question. VeChain is fueling the rocket ship. It's headed to the moon. Let's go take a look at that real quick. We'll look at it versus ETH, okay? If I can type here. Hopefully it won't take too long. 30-minute candle. Scrolling out. Let me go to the day. Auto's on. Okay. Yeah, had an up thrust. It's coming down, doing a test of the upper bounds right here, and it shot back up. Yeah, it's looking good, eh? This is the automatic return, buying climax, secondary test. Did another test here with an up thrust, whammo. Yeah, so we're looking at that. So notice this part right here. Okay, just draw some lines like that. That was kind of like the section of what I just showed you for Ether. Look at this point right here. This is this. That candle right there is what I'm telling you guys is where it is for Ether right now. Okay? Look what happens. Ooh. It's called an up thrust. An up thrust. But yeah, VeChain looks good. It's coming down here. Did a little test. Had a little lower bounds test. Let me put it on the bars for you guys. I mean the candles. Yeah, had a little test down here, and whoop, there it goes. So that's cool, and it's on lower volume, and we have a nice larger size green. Look at the size of the green volume down here compared to the height of the wicks, including. Let me scroll in. Okay, look at the height of this one compared to the height of the one next to it. See, the volume is like over twice as much, but yet the one with lesser volume had higher spread, which means it took a lot less effort to get it up that high. Okay, that is an important thing. That means that basically the composite operator has a whole bunch of coins, and it's they're just testing down to shoot the price up, basically. I mean, when they feel they have enough coins to shoot the price up, they will. Why do they do that? So they can dump their bags at the top. You know, they want the price to go up badly. So we'll see. But yeah, VeChain is looking good to me. Just my opinion, okay? To me, once again, this is an important chart. As you can see, like right here, that little candle right there is where I think we're sitting at for Ether right this second. Okay, we'll see. Thank you for the question. Let's get back here. Oh, so Big Crab, you want to know if you meant that if it's firmly planted and not going to become irrelevant for Ethereum. Ethereum is firmly planted for a little bit, okay? It's not a tree, but think of it as a perennial, okay? A flower. It's a tree would be Bitcoin. A tree would be Digibyte or VeChain, where they have a good 10, 15 years in front of them, right? ETH, the problem with Ether is still the scaling and its speed. You know, the more dApps that get on it, the more stress it puts on the network. Hence, the higher probability that it will fail, the more popular that it becomes. That's not such a great thing, is it? And so what have kind of solved that? We'll take a look at Zill. Okay, but Zill doesn't have the developer base. So, I mean, it's like you kind of got to weigh a measure and come up with what you like the best, okay? Zill isn't as well known, but there's a lot of other positives for Zill. Check out Zill. But the thing is that by the time it becomes irrelevant, okay, by the time it becomes irrelevant, the thing is that during that time period, okay, it's going to go like this and like this. It's just going to be going up and down, right? And then for each up, you buy and then you sell. You buy and you sell. You buy and you sell. You buy and you sell, right? And so you're laddering up. You buy and you sell. You buy and you sell. You buy and you sell. And that's your profit if you do it that way, right? Who cares? Now, if you're a long-term holder, let's say you're a long-term holder, and by this time, let's say Ether dies, okay? And you got it here. You bought it here. So if you're a long-term holder, you only made this total amount of profit. Okay, that's it. If you do like this over months where you're playing the swings, it's you made, or you could have made that amount way up, okay? And that's up to you. But also keep in mind you have that amount. Thank you, Uncle Sam. You know, you got to take 30% off. It counts as income. You have a lot more trading fees. So it's not that amount. It looks huge, but the thing is that it's more, can be way more than just hodling, okay? This takes a lot more record keeping and is a total pain. But you can get a lot more because you're stepping way up. If you do it right, okay? There's also a risk that you'll lose this one. Oh boy. But I think you get my drift, right? Hopefully. If not, I'll clarify that. So you're leaning, okay, so Big Crab says leaning more and more to VeChain. They're my favorite. Yeah, they're my favorite as well. It's like I'm not married to any coin, but as I really like VeChain, and I like them. Yeah, I like them a lot. I must have like 100 videos on them. Yeah, do your research. Lots of cool stuff. Hey, Amor, how's it going? Yeah, I'm feeling good. How you doing? Hey, Kachichi. Is it a good time to buy VET? It's always a good time to buy VET. Where is VET? Let me, well, this is VeChain. See if I can clean up all that garbage. Okay. Where is VET? Remember, right now it is at, what's that? Look at VET USDT. Okay, looks like it's sucking wind, doesn't it? Looks like it's sucking wind. And, yeah, it's starting to go up. Okay, finally. Yay. So, is it a good time to buy? Let's just put it this way. Anything on this chart, in my opinion, was a good time to buy. Why? Because look at the prices here. Price is way up here. This is what? Almost 3 cents. Okay. So take that times 100. So that'd be $3. Okay. The problem is, let's put it that way. VeChain's all-time high was up in here at this scale. Okay. This was when it was still VEN. So yeah, it took a pretty big vicious dump. So you're asking whether here or here is a good time to buy? I don't know. That's up to you. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. The thing is that VEN had a 100-to-1 split, dropped the price, you know, from $1 to a penny. If it was at $1, it was at $3 and it dropped to 3 cents. Okay, but you had 100 of those 3 cents, right? Made $3. But it used to be around 8.50, 8.90, depending on where you saw it at. So it was way up here in this area, and it was doing a fantastic step pattern up. If you don't remember that was on Ven. And so yeah, it came back down, whammo bammo, heavy manipulation. All-time lows is what we're looking at right now. Okay, so looking at it at that scale, you tell me, is it a good time to buy now? Yes or no? Is it a good time to buy in December? You tell me. How about in September 18? Yeah. How about September 1st of 18? Yeah. You tell me. Hope that puts it into a little bit different perspective. Vechain is the only one that went to 101. That's why we do not see its past history. Let me rescale that. Whammo. See, so it doesn't look like it's out of scale here from what it should be. Okay, it makes things difficult. It's just one of those things. But you tell me. Look, looks like, hey, there you go. Same pattern. Lots of things are following this pattern. It's a general market trend. It's a shallow cup and handle type of thing if you're into those patterns. I'm just saying this general pattern where it's going up, coming down, and then going up. That's what a lot of the things are doing in the market, because that's what Ether and Bitcoin are doing. Okay. So I can't tell you if it's a good time to buy or not. Oh yeah, when are we gonna have the $100 party for Vet? I don't know. The way it's going, probably not till the end of next week. You know, we'll see. GT only needs a dollar party. Right on. Oh my. Yeah, ETH has, Michael York says ETH has over 4,300 active developers. Yeah, that's a huge thing. It has a lot of developers. That's a big deal. Yeah, the thing is that you say it's going to scale with a real scaling solution. What is that real scaling solution? Have they come up with it yet? Didn't they? I know this is a little bit off topic, but that Polkadot thing or whatever, they just declined, right? So do you know what their scaling solution is going to be? Put it down for the other viewers if you know. Thanks, Michael. Hey, Big Crab, who's still hating on Vet? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, Vet does have some real partnerships, that is for sure. And there's going to be a big one announced, which is a client from PwC, that's PricewaterhouseCoopers, a big four, for the audit accounting firms, coming in about, just a few weeks now. So we'll see. Should be huge. Don't forget that Vechain also has the... that is tied in tightly with little country San Marino. Yeah. So they're going to be having an ICO that is approved by a country, sanctioned by a country. First ever in the blockchain history. Not just Vechain, but blockchain itself. Cool stuff. Tons of partnerships. Check them out. DNVGL is... yeah. They're not a scam. So, Big Crab says, Vet takes 20% seat at the supply chain table with a realistic $5 trillion market. Then he'll be happy. Yeah. It's a huge market, okay? And they're doing stuff that integrates beyond supply chain. that one thing I showed you with the little thumb thing, that could be applied to purchase orders, requisitions, medical requests, medical records requests, just on and on and on. Things that like actually where you have to have your supervisor sign off on and then his supervisor, okay? I mean, tons of use cases. Anyway, yeah, just leaving it here. Thanks guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, get notified, share the video. You know, put why you like Ether, why you hate Ether, why it's gonna take you to the moon, you know, that type of stuff. Okay. Put them in the comments, and have a great night. And yeah, I mean, we you know, start picking out your astronaut suit, okay? So when we go to the moon, we could have our $100 vet party there. That'd be cool. So probably sometime next week, we'll see. Right, if it goes there next week, I don't know what I do. Anyway, just having fun there. Have a good one, guys. Bye.